morning. Welcome to Love Like Norman. My name is Tony Ann, and we are so glad you're here. I am the director of Love Kids, and I get the opportunity every Sunday morning to hang out with your kids. We get to be on a Zoom call. We get to learn a little bit about Jesus, build relationships, and that's what we stand for. We are a church where you can belong before you believe. Guys, share this message with your friends. Invite them. You can do a watch party. Send them a text. We believe a simple invite means all the difference in someone's life. A couple things today that we have going on. Please get your bread or your crackers, your juice. We're going to be doing communion at the end of the message. And also, every single Wednesday, we call it a month of Wednesdays, we are doing a prayer group right here at the Oak Street Mill, right in front of our Love Lake Norman office at 7:30 a.m. And we would love to see you guys in person. We'll be social distancing and we get a chance to build community and have prayer. Guys, enjoy this worship experience.
Count on one thing, the same God who never fails will not fail me now. You won't fail me now, and in the waiting, the same God who's never late is working all things out. You're working all things out. Oh yes, I will lift you up in the lowest valley. Yes, I will bless your name. Oh yes, I will sing for joy when my heart is heavy all my days. Oh yes, I will. Fail me now, you won't fail me now, and in the waiting, the same God who's never late is working all things out. You're working all things out. Oh yes, I will lift you high in the lowest valley. Yes, I will bless your name. And I choose to praise, to glorify the name of our names. Nothing can stand against. Oh yes, I will lift you high in the lowest valley. Yes, I will bless your name. Oh yes, I will sing for joy. My heart is heavy all my days. Oh yes, I will for all my days. Oh yes, I will for all my days. Oh yes, I will. Through every battle, through every heartbreak,
through every circumstance. I believe that you are my fortress. Oh, and you are my portion. You are my hiding place. And I believe you are the way, the truth, and the light. I believe you are the way, the truth, and the light. I believe through every blessing, through every promise, through every breath I take. I believe that you are provider, oh, and you are protector. You are the one I love, oh, and I believe you are the way, the truth, and the light. I believe you are the way, the truth, and the light. I believe you are. And it's a new horizon, and I'm set on you. And you meet me here today with mercies that are new. All my fears and doubts, they can all come true, because they can't stay long when I'm here with you. And it's a new horizon, and I'm set on you. And you meet me here today with mercies that are new. All my fears and doubts, they can all come true, because they can't stay long when I believe you are. You're the way, the truth, and the light. I believe you are. You're the way, yes you are, the truth, and the light. I believe you are. Well, it's a new horizon, and I'm set on you. And you meet me here today with mercies that are new. All my fears and doubts, they can all come true, because they can't stay long when I believe you are. You're the way, the truth, the light. I believe you are. You're the way, yes you are, Lord, the truth. You're the light. I believe you are the way, the truth, and the light. I believe you are.
Once again, thank you so much for joining us. Guys, don't forget to get your juice and your crackers or your bread together for us to be able to do communion. Each week here at Love Like Norman, we take up tithes and offerings. This is an amazing way to support our community, our church, and everything that you get to see on a weekly basis. If you guys can go to lovelkn.org/give, or you can text to give at 84321. We hope you guys enjoy this worship experience.
Hey guys, I'm so glad that you're watching this today. My name's Ethan, and we're in week 3 of a series entitled Beach Party. Now, as you can see, I'm not at a beach or at a party, but this entire series we've been talking about enjoying the life that Jesus offers. And maybe for you, when you think about enjoying life, you think about doing stuff, doing more, adding more to your calendar, adding more to your plate. Now, if you're anything like me, that's impossible because your calendar is full. Your schedule is busy. It's incredibly busy. I don't even have to ask the question, are you busy? Because I know that you are busy. If you're an employee, a parent, if you're a student, you are busy. But the question I want to ask you today is this: where do you feel the weight of your busyness? Where is it? Maybe in your house, in your car, where is it that you feel the weight of your busyness? Maybe it's in the kitchen, cooking, cleaning, loading the dishwasher, unloading the dishwasher, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, day in and day out. I have 3 kids, and it seems like they're always hungry. Dad, can I have a snack? Can I have a drink? I'm hungry. I want another snack. Can I have some candy? Can I have some gum? Can I have dinner? Can I have lunch? Can I have breakfast? Can I have something? In the kitchen, in my kitchen, it seems like I'm always busy. Maybe for you, it's standing in front of the washer and dryer. I don't know how many loads of laundry I do a week, but it's wash, dry, fold, repeat, day after day after day until the day I die, I guess. Maybe for you, it's standing in front of your family calendar, and the days just seem to fill up, and you have no margin, no empty space for time for yourself. Or maybe it's at a desk just like this, in a chair just like this, behind a computer. And you have to work and work and work, and it seems like your days just fill up. They just fill up with stuff to do, and you're constantly busy. I don't think we're very different in this area. I think anyone watching this right now would say the same thing. I am busy from the moment I wake up until the moment I go to sleep. And if I'm honest, I'm not good at finding rest for myself. I'm not good at organizing my day to where I have some time for myself. But my hope for today is this: that we would find a solution for our busyness, that we would find a way together to enjoy the life that Jesus offers. Sometimes busyness just happens to us, but sometimes we choose to be busy. When I was 19, I really wanted to start serving at the church that I was going to. And so I started playing in the band, and I started leading students, and I started a student band, and I started a college Bible study, and I started leading a Sunday school class for high schoolers. Now, to you, maybe that doesn't sound so bad, but the reality was I was filling my schedule full of busyness. While it was good stuff to do, it was still busyness that I was creating for myself. And I think deep down inside, I thought that when people see me being this busy, well, they'll think that I'm awesome. They'll think that I'm this holy kind of guy, and they'll just be kind of in awe of who I am. And maybe even deep down inside as well, I thought that if God saw me doing all that, well, He would be impressed. He would think, man, I need to send a couple extra blessings toward that old guy, Ethan. He deserves a couple extra blessings this week because of all the great busyness that he has created for himself. But God doesn't work that way. And so what busyness have you created for yourself? In what ways have you maybe created extra work for yourself at the office or at home or even at church? Because creating busyness and living in a world where you are constantly busy, well, it can create a lot of problems. For some reason, when you and I hit a certain age, we started connecting busyness with success, busyness with purpose, busyness with significance. Being busy was never meant to be a foundation of our lives. In Genesis 2:2, we see God, yes, God, the creator of you and I, everything around us. We see him after creating all of this, rest. He rested. And if the creator chose to rest, then I could only imagine that I should rest. If the creator rests, the creation should choose to rest. Ultimately, regardless of how proud or not you are of your busyness, busyness will wear you down. I mean, this is not just something that is specific to the Bible or to being a Jesus follower. Regardless of what you believe about God, Jesus, or the Bible, this is true. Most medical professionals, businessmen, and a lot of other people who are a lot smarter than me say that taking a day off, taking time off, time for yourself to rest and to breathe is good for your brain, your emotional health, your mental health. You see, when we are busy, you can strain relationships. You can hurt friendships. You can be emotionally unavailable. We can miss out on great opportunities. Our busyness can blur our boundaries. When you are busy, you are not present. We confuse our busyness for progress. When we are busy, our priorities can become out of order. When you are busy, you stop practicing patience. Busyness can steal joy. It can steal peace. Busyness can distract us from what is really important. See, we talk about Jesus' life a lot. We talk about how he was born. We talk about what he was like growing up. We talk about the miracles he did, the sermons he preached, all his teachings, the relationships he had with his disciples and the people around him. But there's one thing about the life of Jesus that most people overlook, that most people do not take the time to look for. It's this incredible thing that he not only does once or twice, but he does multiple times. We read it multiple times throughout the Gospels. And it's something that is so incredibly important that if you or I, if we miss it, well, we're not only missing a huge part of the life of Jesus, a huge part of the way we can actually connect with God, but we're actually doing our own self a disservice. You see, we find Jesus in the Gospel of Mark. And if you're not careful, you'll miss it because there's so many incredible things happening. I mean, there's miracles happening. I mean, right after this moment, he feeds an incredibly large amount of people with an incredibly small amount of food. But I want to take a look at this one simple moment in Mark 6. So we see in Mark 6, verse 30, it says this: "The apostles returned to Jesus and told him all that they had done and taught. And he said to them, 'Come away by yourselves to a desolate place and rest for a while.' And rest for a while. For many were coming and going, and they had no leisure even to eat. And they went away in a boat to a desolate place by themselves." You see, this incredible moment, in between all these miracles, in between all these incredible teachings, is Jesus and his disciples going away to a quiet place to rest. Jesus, who was a man but also God, saw it necessary to remove himself from the busyness of life, from the busyness of his own ministry, to walk away from it all for moments, to rest, to catch his breath, and to connect with God. You see, if Jesus, who was man and was also God, saw it necessary to connect with God in a desolate place, then I think it's worth us exploring the same. I think it's wise for us to do the same. To come out to a place that's quiet, where we can rest, where we can breathe, where we can connect to our Creator, where we can connect to God, reconnect to God. After that, everything else makes sense. Jesus goes back and he does these incredible miracles. He feeds a ton of people with a small amount of food right after this. And I believe that he saw it necessary before that was going to happen to step away, to rest, to breathe. So if I'm honest, I'm not good at this. I'm not good at stepping away from the busyness of my life to find rest and to breathe and to find a quiet place. But that is the incredible news of the gospel. We can not only look at what Jesus did in his personal life with his disciples, but we can look to what he did on the cross. His death and his resurrection brings rest to you and to me. We no longer have to try to work for salvation. We no longer have to fill our schedules full of busyness to try to please God or earn his approval. You see, what Jesus did was he not only gave us his righteousness, he not only gave us a way to have a relationship, an intimate relationship with God, but he gives us ultimate rest from trying to work ourselves into the relationship. Now, I want to talk to two groups of people today. The first group, you would say, I'm not really sure about this whole Jesus thing. I'm not really sure. And what I want to say to you right now is, would you consider exploring it? Would you consider exploring the Gospels, the life of Jesus? It's the only place we can find ultimate and true rest from the busyness. Maybe you grew up thinking that I have to work so hard to win God's approval. And that's not true. That's not how God works. And Jesus came so that we may have a way to God. Now, the second group of people, you would say, I am a Jesus follower. And this is what I would say to you. Find rest. Find some quiet. Maybe it's a different rhythm to your day, to your week, to your month. I would also say, don't feel guilty for being busy. Busyness, it's just a natural way of life for most of us. So don't feel guilty, but find a way to find a new rhythm for your life so you can experience a relationship with God. We don't have to be on a mountaintop to have a mountaintop experience. You can experience God in your backyard, on a walk in your neighborhood, or even in your car. We can find rest in God. We can find rest in what Jesus has done. You see, this is not just about relaxing. It's about connecting with your Creator.
One way that we can connect with God is by remembering the Last Supper, where Jesus is hanging out with his disciples and they have this very interesting conversation where Jesus tells them what's getting ready to happen. They don't even understand it. It's mind-blowing, everything that he speaks about. And then he does something very interesting. He takes the bread and he breaks it. And he says, "This is my body broken for you. Eat this in remembrance of me." And then he takes the wine and he pours it out. And he says, "This is my blood spilled for you, poured out for you. Drink this in remembrance of me." And so as believers, we take an opportunity, and I hope you will at home, to where you can remember Christ's sacrifice, his body that was broken, his blood that was shed and poured out for you. And we take this and do this in remembrance of him. God, we thank you for your sacrifice. We thank you for your son, Jesus. And because his body was broken, his blood was spilled, we have new life in him. And we have new life in you. And so, God, as we do this, we remember you, we thank you, and we praise you. In Jesus' name, amen. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wake me up, oh God, and make me come alive. Every ray of light, yes, every cloud aside, reminds me from the high and holy places you are living here with me. When I find myself surrounded, lift me to my feet. And I am praying for revival. Let your spirit live in me. 'Cause there is nothing, nothing, nothing like you, God. There is nothing, nothing, nothing like you, God. No. And in the darkest place, I am reassured that every broken heart and every tear is yours. Remind me from the high and holy places you are living here with me. When I find myself surrounded, lift me to my feet. I am praying for revival. Let your spirit live in me. 'Cause there is nothing, nothing, nothing like you, God. There is nothing, nothing, nothing like you, God. There's no stopping you, there's no stopping you, Father. Won't you let your kingdom come? You are breaking through, always breaking through. Nothing in this world is like your love. There's no stopping you, there's no stopping you, Father. Won't you let your kingdom come? You are breaking through, always breaking through. Nothing in this world is like your love. Well, the high and holy places you nothing like you, God.
Hey, thank you so much for joining us. We hope you guys have an amazing week.